All right, all right. Happy Monday, everyone. Happy holiday week if you are in America. This actually in Canada too. I know tomorrow, I believe, is a big day for Canadians, and then Friday is July 4th. So it's Freedom Week, and I have some quick announcements around that. If you've been following me for the past few days, I've already been talking about freedom in my social media posts and my email newsletter. And so just really briefly, if you've never seen me before, I just want to welcome you to my channel, asking you to like, subscribe, and feel free to share this if you see value in this today. I'm an abundance alchemist. So part of what we do today is alchemy. It's all about understanding as within, so without, and alchemizing and being aware and in tune with our inner wisdom. And also, oftentimes, connecting with the wisdom above, astrology, runes, divination, calling upon your wise and healed ancestors, ritual. All of that is really what I teach my clients. We're mostly conscious entrepreneurs who really want to shine their light, make an income while making a deep, deep and meaningful impact, having deep and meaningful relationships, deep and meaningful health, because health is your wealth. So this Saturday, we're going to be having an once in a lifetime event. And I do mean once in a lifetime, because we're doing this on a very potent weekend of not only holiday celebration here in America, focusing on our independence, focusing on our freedom, but also the astrologies are very, very potent. It's also leading us into a full moon week ahead. There's just a lot of things. It's a great time to reflect. It's also the beginning of the second half of the year. So we're at the halfway point. Today's June 30th, the time of this recording. So tomorrow, July 1st, is officially the kickoff to this second half of the year. How has your year gone? Have you achieved those New Year's resolutions, goals, intentions, again, whatever you call them? Most people quit by July 31st, or sorry, January 31st, rather. And so there's a lot of up and down roller coaster in life. And there's also a spiritual awakening happening on the planet. So if you're feeling lonely, if you're feeling lost, if you're craving community, if you're looking for inspiration and transformation, this is not another workshop. This is not another sales training. This is all about focusing on your health and wealth freedom. It's also a lot of it is supportive of relationships. Sales, business, life it's all about relationships. Shakespeare said it best. The world is a stage and we are all merely players in each other's drama called life. So if you look back at the first half of the year and you're not quite satisfied with where you've come, good news, you can wipe the slate clean and start over with me. So I hope you can attend this Saturday. If you're watching this and you're the first person to email me and say, I want the comped code, it's a $583 event with a possible overnight stay in Ramona. Starts 2:30 on Saturday the 5th. And we're going to go deep. We're going to have embodied shifts. You're going to have education, inspiration, and tools to equip you to alchemize your health, your wealth, your relationship wisdom. So you're going to walk away transformed. And the first person to email me today, June 30th, say, I want the comped entry. You will get to receive that. If you're not able to get that, and you're the second, third, fourth, fifth, I have a VIP code. You can sign up there. Just go to magdalenagrace.com. The event should be at the top of the page of offerings. So again, if you really want to shift your second half of 2025 and be intentional on purpose and on fire about your health, wealth, and freedom, then I hope to see you on Saturday, July 5th. Without further ado, today is going to be a shorter reading. There's no new moon, full moon this week. I will just mention a couple of highlights, the different astrologers that I work with and follow. This week is actually a really big week to reflect, slow down. There's going to be Neptune going retrograde in Aries. There's like, I think I said 4 or 5 retrogrades in the month of July. So July is in essence a month to really slow down. Because as this happens, unseen layers of your soul are going to be pulled back, and it's going to heighten your intuition. It's going to impact your dream state. I don't know about you, but my dreams have been really vivid as of late. It's only going to continue. So with Neptune in retrograde starting this week, it's all about dreaminess, really tapping into your intuition. So this reading today is to help you with that. Remember, runes are divination tools to help you tap into and strengthen your intuition. And then there's just a lot of divine feminine energies in the asteroids, in the constellations. I know Mary Magdalene going direct with the sun, or conjunction with the sun, rather, tomorrow, July 1st. That's a very divine feminine energy that's nurturing and nourishing. So let's see. And of course, since I did the new moon reading last week, curious if you want to drop in the comments below what happened for you. I set some big intentions and got some significant clarity. So, and actually, I just realized something. Forgive me. I want to still do this because I'm all about protection and cleansing and clearing. So you can join me with this. Just cleansing and clearing the space really quick. You can light a candle. I have my prosperity candle here. It's summer, so it's all about calling in abundance. There we go. All right. Now I feel right. So I'm going to do the past, present. This will be the past from last week's reading, the present from here and now, and then the future really focusing on really the second half of the week into next week's reading. And next week again is the full moon. Okay, beautiful. Interesting. I had a similar reading myself this morning. Ah, excellent. Okay, wow. I will say this, the runes are not positive or negative. However, the last few weeks, I've had some, a lot more reverses than I've ever had before. Today, good news, I have no reverses. And these are all really powerful runes. So in previous weeks, I've had some more challenging readings. This one actually looks really good. So I'm going to go ahead and share the first one with you. Again, this is since last week's reading, how the last week ended and into the beginning of this week. Take a look. See what comes through as you look at it. That's the idea. Take a nice deep inhale. All right. So this is Perthro. Perthro is the rune of chance. It's like rolling the dice. If you look at it again, it's a sideways cup. So it's like you're taking the cup with a dice and you're spilling it out. So where in your life, as you head into the beginning of this week, have you been feeling like you're rolling the dice, taking chances, trusting intuitive divine guidance? I know for me, I just did a workshop. I changed some of the content. I spoke from my heart. I allowed my channel to be open, and I just went for it. In some ways it was throwing the dice. Mostly it's just very calculated, but trying something new and trusting that divine wisdom from within to flow, being an open channel. What I'm seeing here based on this too is with the end of June, you know, maybe taking that time to really reflect on where you did take chances in this first half of the year. Where did you kind of just roll the dice and try something new? How did it work out for you? How are you feeling about the risks that you took? Were they calculated strategic risks, or did you really just kind of throw caution to the wind and just go for it without any strategy? Either one is fine. There's no good or bad here, no right or wrong. But where in your life, and this is where you can take notes, write down, where have you taken a little bit of risk? What are you trying that's new? And then here's the next rune. And if you're not sure this is Ingwas or Ingas, depending on who you talk to, take a look at it again and see what comes through. Maybe take a deep inhale. So this rune represents the key part of the week, really heading into the middle of the week. Like a transition from the beginning of the week and last week's reading into the end of the week reading, which I'll do that next. So this one really follows beautifully with the first one, because when you try something new, whether it's a health protocol, whether it's a business tactic or strategy, maybe you're working with new alchemy or medicine type stuff. Now, Ingwas represents planting seeds in more of a masculine strength, discerned decision that you're wanting to plant in the soil and grow. Like you're really, really committed. So what did you learn from the Perthrow rune? You tried something new. Did it work? Or what did you learn from it that maybe didn't work that you want to let go of? And now you have clarity. Now you have discernment. You can only actually learn from things actually that we didn't have work out so well. I can speak to that over the last 15 years, especially. We have to make mistakes. We have to learn, fail forward, what we don't want, right? So if that happened in the past week, or you took a risk based on those things that didn't work before, and now you're like, oh, this is awesome. Now I want to firmly plant. So in my presentation on Saturday, I learned some things that now I'm going to change in my presentation. Again, course correct, test, course correct, always refining. But now I feel so solid in this presentation. Now I'm going to plant. I'm going to have that masculine discernment, wisdom, and really, really be clear and solid in my stand for what it is that I'm offering, what I'm sharing. So what did you learn from rolling the dice and taking risks in the past few days that now that the dust has settled, you are really clear, crystal clear about the direction that you're heading, which is fantastic because we're starting the second half of 2025. So you want to be really, really crystal clear about the direction you're heading and going confidently in the direction of your dreams. So that's what I'm also getting from this, is going confidently in the direction of your dreams. Maybe the first half of the year was simply a warm up for you. Maybe you got so much clarity of what you don't want, and now you really clearly know what you do want, and you're going for it. You're taking that masculine action. And then the end of the week, which is the weekend into next week's reading and into ultimately my workshop and Transformational of Freedom weekend event, is this one. Take a look at this one. This one's really cool. This is Yira. So it's fascinating that as I look at this, 3 runes together, independently it has one meaning, but when it's pulled together with other runes, it has a whole nother meaning. So Yira is all about the harvest. And again, this is end of this week into next week's reading. So harvesting, where in your life are you harvesting and pulling in abundance? Based on this reading, it is a good sign. It's following the masculine action. So you're going to take action in the middle of the week. And based on how you set the stage leading up to this, this says you're going to receive abundance in whatever form that looks like for you. That could be health, wealth, money, finance, new clients, relationship. Maybe you define what you've been planting seeds for the first half of the year. Now you're going to see some of that harvest coming to fruition. So then I'm doing something new this week. I'm actually, after doing this reading and when I upload this into my podcast channel, I'm giving it a little bit of a title. So I can already see based on this reading is being rewarded for the risks you've taken, being rewarded for the risks you've taken. Doing a clarifying card from the Crow Tarot, and then we'll do a short meditation and we'll be done. So which card wants to speak to us today to clarify this message? All right, beautiful. So we have the Three of Pentacles. Let's take a look at this card first and see if anything comes through. So the Three of Pentacles says this, and this is it goes really well with the reading today. The crafty crows work together to build a structure, enabling them to easily reach the cherries. So that's what the image shows us. The Three of Pentacles encourages you to continue developing the new skills needed for working with a group on a common goal. Do not give in to fear or feel disheartened if progress is slow. It may be an indication that you need to bring in a little help in the form of a mentor, but nonetheless, you will experience success. So maybe what I'm getting from this is you took some risks the past week, you're planting seeds, have more clarity, you're looking to receive a harvest. If the harvest is a little slow, it's time for you to hire a mentor, whether it's someone like me to help you grow your business and doubling your income without selling your soul or burnout. Maybe it's working with, a health coach. Maybe it's working with a spiritual guide or mentor so that you can achieve more and have someone help you, giving you that mentorship. Mentorship is critical, especially in these times. It's always been important. I've always had a mentor or a coach almost every step of the way. And of course, finding the right mentor, the aligned mentor, is really key. So based on all of this wisdom from Perthro, Ingwaz, Yida, and now this clarification of the Three of Pentacles, I want you to go ahead. I'm just going to do a short intonation of the runes, allowing you to meditate on this and see what aligned action you want to take this week based on this reading. Go ahead and close your eyes. And if you want to state this question out loud or just listen to it as I say it, what aligned action do you want to take this week based on this reading? Go ahead, take a nice deep inhale. Inhale deeply. And exhale. One more time, deep inhale. Exhale. And see what bubbles up for you as I sing. Seeing yourself take that action, or maybe it's an inaction, maybe nothing came through, just trust divine wisdom from within. Inviting you to put your left hand on your heart to make that commitment to yourself of honoring the action or inaction that you were shown. Go ahead and take a nice deep inhale. And then exhale. May this Freedom Week be powerful and potent for you. May you find improved health, wealth, relationship freedom, whatever your sacred heart's desires are and the intention you set today. May it happen and be fully realized for your spiritual benefit and the spiritual benefit of all beings. And I hope if you saw value today, please hit the like, subscribe, and share this reading with those you know that are open to this kind of divination, this kind of alchemy tool. The more you know, the better you can typically shape your week. You are the creator of your life. I do believe the best is yet to come. The more in tune, the more you go inside for your wisdom, the more clarity and direction and trusting of yourself, trusting of your intuition is so key in these times. My wish for you is your best health, your best wealth, by trusting your best relationship wisdom. And again, if you're local or you want to fly in or drive in, I hope to see you this Saturday at the July 5th Healthy and Wealthy and Wise Abundance Alchemy Health and Wealth Freedom live in Ramona, California. See you soon. Until next time, take care.
Subscribe, like, and share with your friends. Hire Magdalena for a runes reading or healing session by emailing support@microdosingforhealth.com.